Let's try for folks that like to use picks. Let's try that. The, the, um, the key to playing with picks is that, more times than not, you're going to use the whole strumming of the guitar. Okay? And so it helps you gain volume, and it helps you to have a full sound when you're playing your chords. Let's take that chord, that A chord, as an example. Like that. Okay? So that allows you to, what you're doing is you're strumming the strings relative to the chords so much so it gives you a nice full sound. There's two aspects of it. And the first would be the downward stroke. So you're basically strumming from the top of the guitar down to the bottom. And like I mentioned earlier, the A chord, we just use the top 5 strings. So I'm strumming from the top 5 strings from the upper part of the guitar to the bottom. So if I were to do what they call downstrokes, I would, as you have the beat of the song, I would just be doing. So that would be the first way we'd approach it. And the second one is upstrokes. So it would be the same chord we'd be using, but we'd be strumming from the lower part of the guitar up to the upper part. Like that. So it's those relationship between the downstrokes and the upstrokes. So if we did the upstrokes, we'd be going. Sounds fairly similar to downstrokes, but if you listen a little closer, you can tell we're hitting the upper strings first. So where it starts to get fun is where we combine them both. And it's a very popular stroke for guitar players, especially starting out, would be what they call the full stroke, and that's you combine one movement down and then straight back up. So we'd be like. So what happens there is that sounds maybe kind of plain a little bit. It might have a good use in some areas, but it's not what they call syncopated. And what syncopation means is a sense of rhythm. So let's say if you and I were going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say every other one we go 2 and. So we go 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. 2 and 3, 4. So let's use that as an example. So we go 1, 2, and 3. Now we start to develop a syncopated sound to the strumming that can give us a sense of rhythm when we're playing a part with our strumming hand. So let me just take that to an extreme. Let's just say I want to have like give me any kind of rhythm that you want to hear. Let's say a truck's going down the street and it's going boom, 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 right? And you hear that in your head. Yeah. So let's say we go. Let me see. So you can kind of get that feel that now you start to get this rhythm going, this sense of syncopation in what you're doing.
How did you do that if you were to break it down for someone?
Sure.
I can't tell how he did that.
Okay, so we have the downstroke. So we did down, up, down. And what I do oftentimes is I hear I'm like, boom, 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 like that. And if I hear the rhythm like that, then I can apply the relationship of the downstrokes to the upstrokes, and you can kind of get a feel like. Like that.
What's that last part you're doing? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Ba, da, da, ba, ba. So the very last one was I went down, down, up, down.
Okay.
So I go down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So it's that kind of a relationship you can get going, and that's fun because then you could take one chord and you can develop a sound that will eventually end up being what they call as a hook of a song.
Yeah.
Okay, that allows you to create an identity just of that song alone.